Hello everyone and welcome back to our Viking saga to Genshin Impact. So we are having London right in front of us. Still, we have finished only one quest from four, and there are also some activities and activities in the event as well. Right now we are located in Ulstan, because I wanted to do daily quests and also some expansions. Yeah, this is closed. Okay. So I wanted to upgrade my characters and just quickly show you, because I have reached
Adventure Team, assemble!
adventure rank 30, which means that the level of world automatically increased itself.
Or not.
Because I thought there is a dungeon you need to pass. And now I can ascend my characters. And I have all the necessary materials except for Silver Raven insignia, which is through treasure holders.
Where did that come from?
For Shuyu, I need Silk Flower, which is in Liyue, and a habitual mask, which I only have one. For Kea, it was Silver Raven insignia as well, and as my own personal character, I am missing Brilliant Diamond Fragment and Stained Mask. But I have left the adventure rank bonus
Add Astra Abyssosk.
to be picked on now, and as I suspected, we will be getting those diamonds, or I don't know what to say. So yeah, let's claim the rewards. Okay, so forward with the main quest, we went with coming to location of the T, which was somewhere in here. Yep. And he thanked us from some reason. He thanked us with the help, and I don't know what we did. We actually didn't do nothing. We just went with him, and they were like, "Oh, that's cool." And also there was some family problem, if I remember correctly. And then we met the girl, a lady, green lady, who was shopping some tea and some mechanical figures, something like that. And apparently the lady is someone important. I probably think you know who that is. I do not, which is fine. I'm new to the game still. I mean, I have like how many? 30 hours so far, and I still have the feeling I haven't done anything. I'm just in the beginning of the game. As far as I understood, I finished only the main quest and half of side quest in first location, which is sort of the easiest and the smallest one. And there's like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 locations waiting for me. So that is a lot of wasted time with my computer. I have the feeling that maybe if the game will be painful for me in the long run, I probably will drop it in the future. Not so now. I'm just, as I said, I'm just learning and so on. But it's a possibility. You never know. Because why bother with something you don't like to do, right?
Oh, you're here early. I just ordered. The food should be out in a second. Sit down, sit down.
Just ordered. I don't know what's the customs in your country, but in my country, you usually wait for the people to come and then say, the people will like publicly say what they want to eat, like what are their preferences, and they order together. Maybe this is different, which is fine. Just weird for me.
Let's all take a seat.
Here, hand me your cups.
Oh, sure, man.
Oh, thank you.
Wait, you weren't supposed to drink that, Paimon. That was for you to rinse your utensils.
That's a thing?
I have a similar story from my family. It was a hospital food, which is not so good. At least it wasn't. Maybe it's changed now. Luckily, no one from my family was in the hospital in recent days. But the main lunch food was supposed to be soup and the main dish. And they just bring some water, and my fellow family person thought that the soup is just for, you know, like washing your hands. If you get some oysters or something that you eat with your hands, they usually give you water with a lemon inside for rinsing your hands, and it was actually the soup. Which tells you a lot about the quality of the food, that you cannot apart them. I would like to have dinner this size. I love food, and I love trying food.
Wow, so much delicious food. Do you really eat all this just for breakfast?
That's just how we do it where I'm from. Most of the time, though, I don't eat lunch after dim sum.
Oh, that's good to hear. Paimon doesn't need to worry about holding back then.
Eat! If it's not enough, we can always order more. Oh, and there's tong soy coming as well. I don't usually have that in the morning, but, well, since everyone's here, I just had to order it. What about you, traveler? Is the food to your liking? Want some more seafood congee? Let me refill your bowl.
So it's something like brunch, if I understand. But I just love that they skip the cutscene, sort of, and they just put the static image, and it's working for me, actually. It's working for me better than some just ordinary cutscene. It would be great.
Paimon's gonna take you up on that. Fill it up nice and full, and make sure she gets a few extra shrimp. Thanks!
Hey, my character was already holding his chopsticks. Okay. This reminds me that some D&D session when you are just like, okay, so we will eat together, and then the DM is like, okay, so everyone's speaking, you know, and describing the meal, which is fine for D&D, but the game, maybe you can. It's not the first time this sort of description is presented, and kind of lacks the how to say it. Lacks the care from developers, or like that the thing you're describing is not as hard to show. As we have seen, it doesn't need to be cutscene. It can be static image or slideshow of images. Like, that would be cool. This sounds like cheap. It's like, oh yeah, we spent a week doing that picture, but we have a release tomorrow. Just write it down. That's the feeling. And we have
So full.
seen as
That meal was so satisfying. It even gave
Doesn't make
Paimon some
sense.
extra brain juice. Oh, listen. Paimon's figured it out. Let's think about this for a second, Gaming. You invited us to this awesome restaurant and ordered a whole table full of expensive dim sum just for the three of us. Well, you must be hiding the fact that you're some young master from a rich family. That would explain why you try to keep your friends and family away from each other.
Are you confusing me with Xingqiu?
Oh, that's how it's pronounced? Oh, I didn't
You
get
know
that.
Shincho? You sure know a lot of people.
Shinsho? Oh, sorry, dude. I pronounced your name really, really wrong, and I won't be able to repeat it. Shinsho. Oh man, I need to write it somewhere.
Well, when you're on the road as much as I am, you hear all sorts of rumors. Sometimes they're true, sometimes they're not. What it comes down to is being able to tell the difference. More often than not, that means knocking on some doors to find out for yourself.
Oh, you truly are a man of many talents, young Master Gaming.
Okay, enough with the teasing. Sorry to burst your bubble, Paimon, but you're wrong about my family situation.
What? Oh, Paimon thought she was onto something there.
My dad is just an ordinary tea merchant. Small scale stuff, you know? It wouldn't even make sense to mention his business in the same breath as the Feiyun Commerce Guild. My dad... he always wanted me to inherit the family business, to be a merchant like him. But that's just not who I am. It's not who I ever wanted to be.
Have you ever talked to him about it? You know, about your interests and aspirations and stuff.
Of course I have. I told him I wanted to be a wushu dancer. That I wanted all of Tevat to see what I could do. According to my dad, though, that wasn't a real job. Just a child's pipe dream.
Oh, that's terrible.
I'm sure he thought I would come around eventually, but wushu dancing has always been the only thing I wanted to do. One day, he tried to get me to visit some other tea merchants to start building the right relationships, but I refused to go. We got into a huge fight. We were this close to throwing hands. In the end, I was so angry that I ran away from home. I haven't been back since. Don't get on my case just yet, okay? It's not like I think I'm completely without fault. No, I know that it wasn't the right way to go about things. But my dad's stubborn. No matter how hard I tried to convince him, it just went in one ear and out the other. There was no changing his mind. I knew talking would only get me so far, but if I made it big in Liyue Harbor, the results could speak for themselves.
Gaming.
But I'm sure you both already know how that's going. Wushu dancing's just not that big in Liyue Harbor. In the past, I would go door to door from store to store, asking if they would be interested in hiring a performer. Most times, I wound up eating nothing but humble pie. And you can't just rely on dreams to put food on the table, right? So, I found a job as a guard to make some money. And now I have enough to get by and then some. Still, change takes time. Gotta take it slow, you know?
Paimon understands.
Okay, enough of all that serious talk. Our tea's getting cold. Ooh, let's do something fun this afternoon. What do you say, huh? I'll organize.
Actually, we kinda already have plans this afternoon. We told Xianyun that we would go to her kite-making workshop.
Oh?
Are you interested in kite-making, Gaming?
Oh, no. It's just that I happen to know Auntie Xianyun.
Oh yeah, she is Adeptus. Oh yeah, that's the thing I forgot.
That title certainly humanizes her a bit.
Oh, I know that she's an Adeptus. I met her during a delivery once. But hasn't she been in the city lately? She's even tried, with some limited success, to change her terms of self-address or something like that. She came to see me a few days ago to ask about luminescent dyes. Oh, wait a second. She doesn't plan on putting those on a kite, does she?
So maybe that's something I was talking about. How do you spot that magical being from here that is speaking about third person like once? And he just mentioned that. Okay.
Is that not something you can do?
It's one thing to use it on cloth, but applying it to paper is another matter entirely. Why couldn't she tell me what she wanted them for?
Yeah, she does seem to have trouble with that sometimes.
It would be such a shame if everyone worked so hard on their kites only for them to get ruined in the end. Okay, I'll go with you. If Auntie Xianyun wants to use those dies on a kite, the formula will need to be changed.
I didn't get why.
Great! The more the merrier!
Start it. Oh, so 15 minutes of intro talks. Just interesting. Is this Chinese or not? I'll take a picture of it, and later on, because I am no expert here, I suppose if people tell me that's
Welcome.
some Chinese, Japanese, Korean
wow.
language
Where did that come from?
hieroglyphs they use, I would probably believe you. I'm not sure though, that does not click. So I'll just try it later on with some Google Translate or something like that. Oh, hello. You have been there the whole time? Okay. Oh, 2 kilometers away? Oh, that's a far away. Okay. So it's in the it's in the region I was talking that about that I enjoyed going there. I'll teleport to as close as I can, and then of course we'll have to walk or fly. Kite. Oh no, that's kite. Glide, yeah, sure. Gliding. Yep. So maybe actually can glide. Can we go higher? Oh, there's a teleport. Yeah. So I wanted to say I really enjoy this scenery, this nature. This is the reason to live for. To be able to see kind of those representation, and it actually is something from real life as well. It's inspired. To be sure, I haven't talked with anybody. I'm 100% sure this is inspired by a Chinese national park. I do not know the name. I will Google it and I will put it right here. Right here, somewhere. So yeah, I hope I was successful with Googling that image. Now we need to visit Mount Aochang, which is supposed to be over there. Try to glide there, but problem with gliding is that it costs stamina, and I since kind of rushed through the quest and did not did something called adventuring in this game. I kind of have a low amount of stamina, so it's hard for me to glide on the longer distances. There's a chest in here, probably with some puzzle. I've already seen that. Yeah, but now it's not the time. I should probably do like invest some time in the future. See, I glide to this rock and I need to rest a little bit before I will glide even further. I mean, why did it call it gliding? Let's call it flying. It's like, hello, we can investigate you. But no. I just need to remember that this greeny thing can be investigated. Or I already did that, right? I think I already did that. You can shoot it, right? Oh. Okay. Now, I have a feeling that this will be the proper path. Maybe don't forget to turn on the glider. Nah, it's not glider. I don't like it. It's called fly. I'll fly over there. It sounds more cool. And we defeated the dragon, sort of, so we actually helped him. So we can like say, hey, that's the dragon power, right? Okay.
Ganyu! Ganyu! Come on, wake up! Some friends have arrived!
Okay, youngest disciple of Streetwater Ramble.
Hello.
Okay, so that's a child. Understand? I don't know what that is. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so definitely not a human, because she is a secretary for thousands of years. Okay, that means, she's immortal. Just wanted to say, she has a horns and kind of big bell, and I don't know what kind of message that should
Ganyu!
send.
Oh, I have some mint
I-
oil. Perhaps we should try
I
that.
don't have enough culture education in China to understand the horns with bell. And what about your introduction? Oh, well. Okay, so that's like child being raised by wolves,
A guest
right?
at Wanmin
By
Restaurant
mint.
recommended it to me. I've tried it. Its stimulative effects are much stronger than what can be achieved from chewing on mint leaves alone. Apologies in advance.
Wait! Shenhe! Not there!
See? It worked. She's awake.
Are you okay, Ganyu? Do you need some water? Or maybe something to eat?
I'm fine. I just feel chilly all over.
Huh. Was it that effective?
Chilly, huh? Master always says a cool head leads to a calm heart. So, does this mean that heat's what we need to help you, Ganyu? Paimon doesn't think that's what the expression means exactly.
I feel a bit better now. Was I asleep? Must have been around the time I usually take my midday nap.
Did you not sleep last night? That does seem to happen to you often. Perhaps you should come work at Wanmin Restaurant with me. We get off at 10 on the dot every night without fail.
I could never. I'm sorry. I seem to have missed your name. You are...
Me? My name is Gaming. I work as a guard for the Secure Transport Agency.
Gaming. The name sounds familiar. I believe I've heard your name mentioned around the Ministry of Civil Affairs. People tell me you're an extremely enthusiastic worker, and you are very generous with your help.
Well, you know me. Or, I guess you don't.
My name is Ganyu. This is Shenhe, and this is Yao Yao.
It's an honor to finally meet you all. Oh, you must be here for Auntie Xianyun's kite-making workshop, right?
Yes. I have neither made nor flown a kite before. As long as Master is willing to teach, I am willing to learn.
Me too. I want to participate in the kite flying competition with my best friend. Plus, it's more meaningful if you make the kite yourself, right? Your best friend didn't come with you? Well, Chi-Chi's been super busy helping Dr. Baizhu lately. I'll meet up with her later and give her a huge surprise. Oh, I also brought bandages and ointment with me today. It's easy to cut yourself when working with bamboo, so I thought I should come prepared.
Wow, you're really thoughtful.
As for myself, I'm afraid I lack some of my companion's enthusiasm. I was originally planning to buy a ready-made kite and just enjoy the festive city atmosphere with everyone. But Cloud Retainer is always going out of her way to look after her juniors, wanting us to have the best there is. She always puts us before herself.
Huh.
It was so thoughtful of her to arrange this workshop, so I simply couldn't let such consideration go to waste. My motivation for being here might be a little different, yes, but I'm ready to put in just as much effort as everyone else.
Well, we're all here, but where the heck is Xianyun? Shouldn't she be here by now?
Who is it that speaks of oneself in such an ill-tempered tone?
Oh, come on! You clearly heard Paimon!
Master stopped to buy grilled tigerfish to share with everyone. Come get it while it's still warm.
Oh, Paimon, sorry, Miss Illuminated Bird! Paimon always knew you were the smartest, coolest, and prettiest Adeptus. Someone as wonderful as you is sure to have brought enough for Paimon as well, right? So delicious. Paimon's life is complete.
Just didn't get the introduction of the next character, that secretary, helper.
It appears
I
that
don't know
we've
who that
ended
is.
up with quite a
Not
few
the little girl
participants
as well?
indeed. Go ahead and divide yourselves into small groups.
Those one. So
The materials are over here. The regular dyes and luminescent ones have been clearly marked. Use them as you see fit. As for how to make the kite, one assumes you all made sure to listen to the instructions one provided while we were eating. Yes? Are there any questions?
Paimon may have focused a little too hard on the eating and less on the listening. Paimon knew
Good.
she could count on you, Traveler.
One will wait under this tree and avail oneself of the cool air while one digests. Do not hesitate to seek one's company if you have any trouble, questions, or simply want to chat.
We're not in any hurry to get started. Why don't we go see what the others are up to?
Hey, Gaming, want to team up?
Huh? But I have to participate? I thought I'd be done for the day after adjusting the dye formula.
You're that unenthused by kite making, huh? That doesn't seem like you.
No, it's not that. It's just... it would take too long to explain. I guess I'll just make one then. What shape should we go with? How about a butterfly? What do you think, Shuyu? Is there a particular design you want?
want a Swanee.
That might be a little hard to pull off.
True, but I still want to try. They're super cute.
Okay, it's decided then.
Maybe some animal in here.
Shenhe, it would be great if you could refrain from putting things on my horns from now on. They're really quite sensitive.
I see. My apologies. I shall remember that in the future.
Thank you. No harm done.
Good. Could I touch them just once more, though? No oil or anything this time. I've just always wondered what Miss Ganyu's horns feel like.
Huh? Please, I told you, just call me Ganyu. Well, all right. Just be gentle.
Firm to the touch with no discernible temperature. Oh, not unlike certain medicinal plants I've eaten before. Oh, still, Ganyu appears to be shaking like a cat whose whiskers have just been touched. I should stop. I see. Then I'll apply the oil to your forehead next time.
Oh, no need. I'll just refrain from taking afternoon naps outdoors. Anyway, we should probably get started on our kite. It won't be long before Cloud Retainer comes to check on our progress. Perhaps we should just choose the most traditional style.
Okay.
Well, they seem to be getting along swimmingly. Let's not disturb them.
I actually don't know how to react to the situation that one girl is touching another girl's horns. Talking about that's different than what she ate. Sorry, I'm not getting in the mood. But let's not disturb them.
Auntie Cloud Retainer, look! Am I doing it right?
Very good. Your frame is nice and sturdy. This design, is it a finch?
Yep.
One is looking forward to seeing your finished product.
What color are you going to make it, Yao Yao? I haven't decided yet. If I make it blue, it'll be more like my friend. But if I make it gold, it'll be more like me.
If you are asking for one's own opinion, one would advise choosing gold. When giving a gift, the key consideration is the recipient's feelings, is it not? One imagines your friend would much prefer a kite that reminds them of you.
Oh, hey, I never told you the kite was for Chi-Chi. How did you know?
With age comes wisdom, child. One simply has a way of knowing things.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Auntie Cloud Retainer. I'm gonna start painting it gold right now.
Good. One will watch. You two seem strangely unoccupied. One was under the impression that one was supposed to be doing the relaxing. Is your kite finished?
We actually haven't started yet, but we're going to start, right now. We should get started on our kite now. Let's go. First, we have to decide on the shape. Hey, what are you laughing at?
That's the obvious answer because the kid will be
Oh,
flying.
that's
Okay,
not
that's
a
fine.
completely crazy idea. If nothing else, a Paimon-shaped kite could at least make sure you never get lost on your travels and always find the tastiest food and funnest things to do wherever you go. Maybe we're not exercising enough artistic license. we should exaggerate this a bit. How about this? The word Paimon means the guardian angel of travelers! Now, what expression should we give her, since the kite is going to be flying super high in the sky? Oh, Paimon totally didn't do anything wrong. And even if she did, she doesn't deserve to get shot up into the sky for it. Something like this, then. Now that we've decided, let's make it happen. It's done! Paimon has to say, Kai Paimon might even rival real Paimon in terms of cuteness. Now we just have to attach the string, right?
All right, gather around, everyone.
Oh, Shenyun's calling us!
Let one take a look.
Wow! Ganyu and Shenhe made a scissor-tailed swallow. It's so pretty. Yep. The coloring makes it look a lot like Master.
If the tail wasn't split in two like that, it might even be a spitting image. If you look closely, there are a few spots where the colors go outside the lines. Did you doze off while painting it, Ganyu?
I did the painting. I stared at the paper for quite some time, but I simply could not recall the coloring of any bird. Except Master. Or should I say that I'm too familiar with her crane form? Even when she stands before us in human form, all I can see is blue and white.
Oh, well, now that you mention it, Paimon can see it too.
Exactly. So I simply closed my eyes and painted from memory.
No way. You can paint with your eyes closed? Wow, the disciples of Adepti really are something.
You are most filial, Shenhe. One is flattered by the likeness.
The Swanee that Gaming and Shuyu made looks very majestic. I'm sure it'll look even more impressive as it soars through the sky.
The eyes and ears glow in the dark, so you're sure to see it at night. Your golden finch is cute too, Yao Yao. It's all thanks to Auntie Cloud Retainer's guidance.
What about your kite, Traveler?
Ta-da! Here it is!
Very Paimon-like indeed.
Why do you say that, Shenhe?
That one time the Traveler suspected that a piece of meat was missing from their bowl, that was the exact expression on your face.
Is that something that happened?
Is that the Jade Chamber?
Oh? Who dares attempt such a flagrant display of impropriety by releasing a kite into one's territory without one's permission? Oh, and to do so by making use of this crude piece of mortal machinery. One simply must know who it is that possesses such impertinence. Continue attaching the strings, everyone. One will be but a moment.
Cloud Retainer?
Okay, that's a bird.
Traveler, Paimon, could I trouble you to go after Cloud Retainer?
Master's going to be okay, right?
I'm more worried about the person who released the kite.
There's wind up ahead! Looks like we can glide over!
Okay, that looks like animagus from Harry Potter movies. Movies. The books were not that detailed, explained, described. Almost.
It's right there!
How did know I? Okay.
This Fontanian device of mechanical motion is quite curious indeed.
Now is hardly an opportune time for your musings. Someone among us was not sufficiently attentive, and now the kite has vanished.
Calm yourself. Do you have any recollection of its last location?
One believes it drifted in the direction of Mount Outsong. Perhaps it is mere happenstance, but one feels a certain sense of dread at the thought.
Your concern is misplaced, surely. Cloud Retainer is either in the city looking after her disciples, or secluded in her abode attending to her research. She will not notice that kite. On the subject of said kite, however, one simply must remark on the genius of its windlass lift technology. One cannot help but surmise that its ingenuity rivals that of Cloud Retainer's creations.
Still thy tongue. If Cloud Retainer were to hear you profess such a thing, we can both say farewell to any further use of the Supreme Cuisine Machine.
One presumes that this kite belongs to you.
Huh?
Regard the situation with which we are now confronted. This is all your fault.
One's fault? One seems to recall that releasing the kite was no solitary endeavor. Say something, Mountain Shaper. Surely you can think of something to appease her.
Further explanation shall only fan the flames of her wrath. It would be better to stay silent and retire at the earliest opportunity.
We can hardly avoid her forever. That may suffice during Lantern Rite. But what about the Moon Chase Festival? Sooner or later, she will discover our true identity.
Hello?
Go retrieve the kite.
Absolutely not. You retrieve it.
That is not our kite.
Oh, so an adeptus such as oneself is mistaken then?
Ah, you're an Adeptus? Please forgive us for any impropriety. I truly possess no inkling of who could have released a kite into your esteemed domain. Pray, who could be responsible for such wanton behavior?
Verily, verily, we were but delighting in the surrounding scenery. This locale is home to such exquisite... mint! Well, and if that's all, then we'll just be on our way.
We finally caught up. You sure do fly fast in your illuminated bird form, Shinyan. Mooncarver? Mountain Shaper? What are you doing here?
You!
So we ruined that. I like it.
Okay, now
I assume they know
it's
each
getting a
other.
weird vibe. Did she say something wrong?
It is of no consequence. Long has one seen through their disguises. One was simply curious as to how long they would keep up the act.
Then you are not angry?
How could one feel anger at the sight of two old friends enjoying themselves? One is also well aware of how enticing these city novelties can be.
We were simply consumed by a fit of festive spirit. Seldom do we get the opportunity to partake in the delights of the times. However, we are far from being as adept as you in matters that require a deftness of hand. No worthy kite could be born of our own making. Thus, we could only take the convenient route, so to speak.
Your prowess in mechanics is unparalleled, Cloud Retainer. You wield the wind and waves themselves. Your singular talent stands unmatched across the land. Of this, we are well aware.
One has guests to attend to. We will have to convene again some other time. Traveler, Paimon, do try to keep up.
We're leaving already? All this flying from place to place is wearing Paimon out.
Okay, and we are without a doubt again. Can we try to get kind of higher? So the gliding. I've seen this scenery already today. Get a feeling of deja vu, like the glitch in the Matrix. The cat's already been here. I must say, I originally thought that the Lantern ride would be like 1 or 2 videos, and so far I'm actually closing to the time limits of my video frame, which is roughly around 1 hour. Can be more, of course, if the quest needs it. Can be less if let's say on 50th minute we finished the quest and it has no sense of starting something new. But what I wanted to say is this is second from 4 quests. Not speaking about the challenges, and I don't know, there will be even more because right now we are in the middle, I don't know where, of the second quest, and there are also 2 more quests, which I assume open some challenges because the third one we did open this. It was something like it isn't something, and I noticed that there is a second fish as well on the map. So. What I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm thinking. Just wanted to say it surprised me how vast the temporal event is. On the one side, on the other side, on the other hand, I'm kind of bored because they cannot stop talking about something. And to be honest, I do not care as much about some kites, which already took me like 2 hours of my life. Kind of.
They're back.
So I hope there will be some more meaning of learning Gaming's family history.
Why are there only 2 of you left?
She pooped? That's probably a terminology I am not associated. So, again, I was saying the fact that we have learned about Gaming's family history, the fact that those 2 guys sent the kite over here, and then we went there, and then we are going back, because the discussion there actually had no point at all. I mean, like, it didn't change anything.
After you left,
per se.
Yao Yao and Shuyu tired themselves out playing with their kites. Gaming offered to escort them home.
Before he left,
That's
he
nice.
said something that I don't quite understand.
Oh? What did he say?
He said, a kite is always tied down no matter how far it flies or how high it soars. Its tether prevents it from ever truly flying free. He looked quite dejected as he said this.
Now that you mention it, Gaming did seem to have a rather strange attitude towards kites.
A reflection of himself. Oh, if I were a kite, I would cherish that tether as a symbol of kinship and the bonds that tie us and...
Shenhe?
It may be an exceedingly slim and distant connection, but lose it, and you lose that which links you to home. If Gaming truly sees a kite as a reflection of himself, then I fear I understand his words even less.
Well, people often have different points of view depending on their mindset and experiences, right? It's actually quite normal.
Just like some people can eat spicy food, but others won't go anywhere near it?
Exactly. That's why tolerance and understanding are as important as they are.
Tolerance and understanding? What brought about this conversation? Did one miss something?
We were just chatting. You don't have to butt in on every little thing, you know. Where were you anyway?
One was merely doing a bit of cooking.
I'm just flying around.
Night fast approaches. If you are otherwise unoccupied, one would entreat you to stay and eat before you depart.
Oh, it's been so long since I've had the chance to enjoy your cooking, Cloud Retainer.
Worry not. One has prepared a variety of meat and vegetable dishes. One is more than familiar with everyone's culinary proclivities.
I call dips on pineapple pork. I like that.
It's not like the dim sum and grilled fish could keep her full the whole day, you know.
Shenhe, Ganyu, come with me.
I need to Google what's dim
What's
sum.
with all the secrecy? You're not trying to play favorites, are you? If you're ready to serve the food,
Because
we
I
can
have no
help
idea
you.
what that is. It's a nice place. Water. Nice trees. I hope that some quests will bring me here in the future.
This is...
Oh, I can feel the wind brushing against my legs. This is a bit embarrassing.
Oh, they changed clothes. Oh, okay.
Is the headpiece secure? I should have asked Cloud Retainer to check before I stepped outside.
How do we look?
Huh? She asked them just like that?
No. This is a typical male role. I have no other options than to answer that you look great.
Oh, how should Paimon put it? You both look so elegant and refined. Those outfits really suit you both.
Given that one employed the services of the best tailor in all of Liyue, one would expect nothing less. What colors have you been partial to lately, Shenhe and Ganyu?
Lately? Why is Cloud Retainer suddenly asking about what colors we like?
I like black.
One is gratified to see one's disciple has inherited one's own tastes.
The color black doesn't get dirty easily. A virtue I've come to value recently.
And you, Ganyu?
I favor blue and black.
And the material is sufficiently comfortable, yes?
Yes, very. I simply cannot thank you enough, Cloud Retainer, for this gift, and the kite, too.
Thank you, Master.
One is content as long as you are pleased with the gift. One hopes these garments will see much use.
Seems like your supreme cuisine machine is just getting better and better, Xinyun! This golden crab's particularly good. The shell's deliciously crunchy, and the meat inside is so succulent and sweet! Paimon can't stop eating. It's a good thing Gaming isn't here, or Paimon would have to duel him for the food. You know, with chopsticks.
He traveled all this way on account of the kite-making workshop, and he spent the whole afternoon looking after Shuyu. One was hoping to treat him to a meal. Oh well. One will just have to extend one's thanks in person.
It's rare for someone to make such a good impression on you, Cloud Retainer.
One has high standards. He appears to be a young man of much merit, and one is not the type who would see such potential squandered.
I don't know why they changed the clothes, but to me, I kind of have a feeling that they put them a little less close than before, which I don't know if I'm how to put it. I don't understand why they needed to make them more provocative in the terms of clothing, because before, you know, there was pieces of skin of the NPC that would be considered inappropriate for children, and now they like make it doubled that proportions. So I don't understand why, since I consider this is the game for kids. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe it's
It
the root
appears
of
that he
all my
wishes to
problems
break
with the
free
game.
from the kite string that tethers him.
Kite string? Huh, what strange metaphors you speak in, Shenhe. Ever since you returned from one mean restaurant, your turns of phrase render one at quite the loss.
Where do we even begin? Oh, do you know about the conflict between Gaming and his dad, Xinyun?
One has only heard that the two are not on good terms.
He ran away from home and hasn't been back since.
Oh?
Ran away, you say? Oh. One believes we would all benefit from a more thorough retelling. Start from the beginning.
Oh, okay. Paimon just hopes he won't mind.
What?
This shall not do. Lantern Rite fast approaches. We must make haste. As one was contacting various tailors around Liyue, one could not help but be reminded of Menogius. He possessed a singular talent for clothing design. He had an exquisite eye, not just for fabric selection and color pairing, but also for what accessories could best accentuate a garment's overall styling. At a gathering of adepti, Bonanis once complained in secret to some of the ladies in attendance that the skirt Menogius made for her was too long and impractical, lamenting that it would only hinder her in battle. However, when one asked Menogius' opinion, he remarked that the train of the skirt would serve to enhance her adeptal countenance by exemplifying a certain elegance. Menogius was that type of person. When it came to topics relating to garments and accessories, not even Rex Lapis could best his stubbornness. And later...
Okay, that was a long rant. I actually did not catch it though. There were some weird names and so on. Just wanted to point out that the story that you have this company or workshop, which can be smith, can be tailor, can be trader, is hereditary in family. And that's like a common cliche for stories from older times, maybe even some countries today, that you are supposed to follow your ancestors' footsteps, even though you are not like that. And that concept repeat itself in a lot of literature and movies and books. It kind of refreshes itself within the gay community, because being gay while your parents are not inherently mean you cannot follow their footsteps. So that's a pattern that is present a lot in our culture and our literature and movies and books and so on. Well, literature is books, but it's nice to see it here. It's usually do not have sorry, not now. Do not have a lucky ending, because there is two way of this scenario. One of them is that you kind of subdue yourself to your family, and even though you want to be dancer or I don't know, firefighter, you will follow your family business. So you subdue your passion and fulfill the tradition, or the other way, you do not follow your footsteps, your family footsteps, and you became the dancer, firefighter, or whatever. And sometimes when this happens, there can be a happy ending that your family will come to terms, but it usually is in the childish stories more than the adult ones, because in adult ones a lot of times stubbornness will prevail in family, which is sad. So a lot of adult stories are sad, but though more real than the child ones, unfortunately.
One seems to have strayed off
sorry.
topic. One means to say that Lantern Rite
Really?
should be a day of reunion. It is a time to address problems before they turn into regrets. Fate is fickle. The cruel reality of this world is that suffering and misfortune can befall any of us without design or reason. If there is a chance for young people to remain insulated from this reality, one should do one's utmost to make it so.
That's nice and all, but...
Do you have any ideas, Cloud Retainer?
Perhaps adeptal arts could be of use. No. Mechanics, perhaps. One fails to see its use in a situation such as this.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Combining our efforts
She has
is a
weird
fine
eyes.
idea indeed. Aha! One has an idea.
Kind of shiny.
How about this? Does that make sense to everyone?
Yep. Oh, Paimon
did
really
you
hopes
tell
this
me?
works.
One's designs never fail. Now then, I counsel rest for all, and to make the necessary preparations. One shall see you in 2 days.
Again 2 days. So I assume we are closing. Yeah, we are closing because finally. Whew. I'm kind of sad that they didn't tell me the plan, but I assume that's like the it'll be spoiler for more the following quest. So we will do the quest, this one, and next time. Yes, we just need 2 days. Let me check the time. Yeah, I think we will wrap it here. I do not wish to continue right now, but there are still 2 quests waiting for us in the form of challenges and the challenges itself. I think it'll be all for today. I think it's done. I want to review something, as I already did mention today. I don't know if this is like temporary for this specific event, but this is goddamn long. I mean, I already spent 2 hours listening to quest. That was really small traveling. That's it. That's all I did. I was just sitting here and clicking next, 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 basically gaining 0 to limited information, what's happening, which I'm not saying is inherently bad, but it's slow and it's kind of painful. It's actually I'm getting asleep. I can actually, this is RPG online game, and instead of buffing me up, it's getting me kind of sleepy, because I'm just sitting here and I'm reading, and listening what's happening, but yeah, man, that's a long time. I assume that the event will take like 2 videos, and this is the third one I am doing. There will be fourth and fifth one as well, only for the quest. Sixth one for challenges, maybe. Hopefully, only 6 videos on the event itself, which is a lot. So I already did like 12 videos on the whole Mondstadt. So, and I already thought that Mondstadt main quest was kind of talkative. A lot of unnecessary information, a lot of, we call that a soup talk. I don't know if that's a proper term in English. I'm sorry about that. The jibber jabber, So, yeah. And I can understand that it's present in the game, but I can understand it's present in the game to kind of like more describe the atmosphere, more detail the lives we are living, or something. There's some particular scenes from Red Dead Redemption 2 that's absolutely unnecessary for a story. But oh man, I'm so glad they are there, and I can probably do Let's Play on Red Dead Redemption 2 in the future, so I won't put some spoilers right now. But when you follow those quests in the game and the conversation there, and you didn't realize you didn't need that. You didn't need that for the main story, but you're so glad you did them. It helps you to feel the world. It helps you to feel the characters. Here, I do not have this kind of connection. I'm kind of annoyed. Just lacking too much. Yeah, something. Yeah, sure. Let's cut to the chase. Let's kill the dragon. Oh, we are not killing the dragon. Okay. 30 seconds of 1 hour video, which was important, and all the rest is like, yeah, that's predictable, that's boring, and that's unnecessary. So that's just my recollection for now. I hope it will change in the future, otherwise this will be a short let's play. Okay, so that was my rant for today. I try to stay positive in the future, but I have the disadvantage on this Let's Play series that I'm not particularly fan of this game. It was presented to me as an idea. Oh, let's play for Genshin Impact. I was like, I don't know what's Genshin Impact. I know. I'll show you. I'll help you with some basics. I'll help you stay in a line, so I won't tell you, how it ends and so on. So you'll enjoy it, and yeah, let's wrap it there. I'll probably enjoy some other games more than this one. Nevertheless, I still want to know what's going on. I still want to find my sister and save all the other dragons or whatever I'm gonna do in other nations and see those nations. I'm really looking forward to exploring Liva, because this region kind of like struck me. This region, the path to Liva, I was like running, really struck me as well. I don't know if there is more. And oh, this is a location of tea, and I love tea, so I really look forward for this one. But the Mondstadt region did not work for me at all. No. Okay. So that was my review of the game so far in my 16 video. So thank you everybody for joining me on this ride. I hope you enjoy it with me, and if you do, you can leave some comment. You can leave a like. I'll be appreciated. Thank you and bye bye.